So I just finished my gut cleanse and I need to talk about it. Not the protocol, I've already made a video on that, which I'm gonna link up here. But this is about what it actually taught me. Because honestly, the lessons I've learned from this gut cleanse go way beyond just gut health. This experience genuinely changed how I think about food, discipline, my body, and what is possible in such a short amount of time. And I truly believe if more people did this, it would change their lives too. So here are the biggest lessons I've learned that are hopefully reason enough for you to also give it a try. Lesson number 1 is your body can heal insanely fast. This gut cleanse, especially the first week or two, have been the most transformative thing, hands down, I've done for myself and my health. And I'm not being dramatic. From day 1, my skin felt so much smoother and just less inflamed. I didn't get any new zits or breakouts after a couple of days, and they stayed away for the entire month. And listen, I am someone who would always, like clockwork, break out the week before my period, but not this time. Like there was nothing. Also, the bloating was gone from day 1, and that is again unheard of for me. Like I would always get bloated, especially when eating out, but even when cooking at home. And I always put it down to like I either ate too fast, or my jeans were too tight, or maybe the portion was too big, or I didn't lay it down soon enough, or walked and moved my body to like get digestion going. But that's honestly bullshit. Of course these things are gonna help, but getting bloated after every single meal is not normal. During this cleanse, I still had pretty big portions, and I was still eating out again after about 4 weeks, or in week 3 and 4. Mind you, wearing the tightest jeans I own, and still I didn't get bloated. Like my tummy actually felt flat and comfortable after eating. Like that literally never happens. Same thing with my period cramps. For those of you who know me in real life, they know that I've been struggling with period cramps for my entire adult life, or ever since I had my first period. Sometimes like full on debilitating cramps, like just laying in bed crying for hours until the painkillers kick in. Sometimes a little less intense, but they were always there. And of course, I tried to figure out what made them less intense, but it was completely arbitrary. Like I could not identify a single pattern. Like whenever I did something where I was like, oh, maybe that helped the period cramps become less intense the next cycle, I repeated the exact same thing, made no difference at all, and it just came back, slapped me in the face with even worse period cramps. And this time, I was actually able to leave the house, go to the dog park, go out for my birthday dinner on the first day of my period. All of that without painkillers, without laying in bed all day with like a hot water bottle. Like, do you know how life-changing that is when you've tried to figure out your entire freaking life? What affects the period, the PMS, the cycle in general? And then it takes one gut cleanse, and all of a sudden you can actually go about your life on the first day or 2 of your period and be fine. Like for some people, this will probably sound like the most given thing, but not for me. Like, trust me, I would plan my life around my periods because I knew that for those first 24 to 48 hours, I could potentially be completely incapacitated. So naturally wouldn't plan any social obligations or just anything on those 2 days. Also, on top of that, I took my measurements. These are the measurements after 7 days. 7 days, not a month, not 12 weeks, 7 days. I lost 2 to 3 centimeters around every body part. But I also did the in-body body scan, and my body fat percentage and the muscle mass stayed the exact, or almost the exact same. You know, sometimes you clearly don't need to lose fat to tone up and look slimmer, right? Sometimes all you have to do is get rid of the inflammation and the water retention to get the same effect. Not to mention the energy I had in that month, but even after the gut cleanse now. I had energy I hadn't felt in years, ever since going to uni and into working life. The mental clarity, the focus. I was waking up actually feeling awake and alert and energized. Didn't have those afternoon crashes, no brain fog, no dragging myself through the second half of the day. Actually still had enough energy in the evening to wanting to go to the gym. It's crazy. And the list just keeps going on. Like the puffiness in my face, my body in general just melted away. My mood stabilized. I slept so good every single night. Like the list of benefits is genuinely so long that that's what made it almost easy. Because when you're seeing changes, real changes from day 1, you don't need motivation. You don't need willpower, because the changes are your motivation and your willpower. Seeing these results in such a fast turnaround time is what keeps you motivated and going. And that's really the part that hit me, because I realized how fast your body can change and heal when you give it the chance. We're talking days here, not months. Your body wants to recover. It's designed and equipped to recover. You just have to stop throwing fuel on the fire for a week, ideally 2 or 3, and let it do its thing, and the results are going to be insane. And honestly, all the times that I was stressing before an event, like my wedding or a holiday or any kind of thing that you want to look your best for, I was always like trying to figure out how to clear up my skin and lose the puffiness and like just look my best. But I was just overcomplicating it so much. If I had known that I could just do this protocol for 7 to 14 days and be done, it would have saved me so much stress and energy and willpower and brain capacity. For that alone, I love that I now know what my body is capable of doing if you just let it do its thing and get out of its way for a couple of weeks. And on top of all of that, none of this was about calorie restriction. And that's the beauty of it. You don't have to eat less. In fact, I was probably eating more, if anything. I don't actually know because I never tracked the calories, but fact is I was never hungry, not once, in that whole month. So you're not eating less, you're just eating differently, but temporarily, and that's it. So yeah, it has just been so incredibly transformative that I would genuinely love to see every single person on this planet do a gut cleanse like this. I guarantee you the majority of people would come out of this feeling like a whole different person. Lesson number 2 is that it was easier than any diet I've ever tried. And I've tried a few, trust me. Every diet I've done before, the reason was purely aesthetic. Lose weight, look a certain way. But when the reason is aesthetic, your brain instantly goes into scarcity mode. And all you feel is that deprivation. You're constantly thinking about what you can't have. And so your willpower just runs out within days. And you're like, nah, I'm done, I'm good. This time, the reason wasn't aesthetic at all. Like, I didn't even think about the aesthetic component because all I was trying to do was trying to figure out a way to heal those period cramps and just kind of give my body a little reset and allow itself to recover from, you know, the years of stress and the antibiotics and all that kind of stuff. So my first priority was pure healing, just for my gut, just for my health. And that's what completely shifted this whole narrative of going from, oh, I can't have that, and now I crave it even more, to I'm choosing not to have it right now because I'm healing, but it's just temporary. And that reframe just changed everything. The intrinsic motivation that you get from that is on a whole nother level because you're feeling and seeing the changes from day one. And again, this is not about calorie restriction. This is not about deprivation. This is not about scarcity. This is not about cutting out all the foods forever. It's just temporary, giving your gut a little break, giving it a little reset, and then reintroducing the foods again. Lesson number 3 is that the decision fatigue disappears. This one surprised me, but when you know exactly what you can and what you can't eat, shopping becomes incredibly easy. I always hate standing in the supermarket debating 15 different options and going through all the aisles and just trying to get some inspiration of what I could make for dinner, what's healthy, what tastes good, what are good combinations, what works with what, and you're just like, ugh, I don't know. But when you have this list, quite short list, for the first couple of weeks of things that you can have and that you can't have, know exactly what you have to get, and you're in and out in 5 minutes. The mental load just drops, and because the rules are so clear, it almost felt weirdly enough like freedom and not like restriction. Lesson number 4, your taste buds will come back to life. Before the cleanse, everything I ate needed to be this flavorful explosion. Like, we're talking sauces and seasonings and salt and sugar, more of everything. But during the cleanse, something shifted because you're not allowed to have most of these things, especially not in excess. And that's when I started to actually be able to taste the food again. Like, I tasted the sweetness of a carrot or the flavor of a simple courgette fried in some ghee. And it didn't need much seasoning at all. If you have good quality vegetables and your taste buds are pretty much reset to default setting, vegetables actually taste pretty good. Because no joke, for the longest time, I always thought vegetables are disgusting and I need to cover it up with either some cheese, some salt, some butter, or something to kind of overpower that vegetable taste. And the only reason I ate them was because I know they're good for you. I know they're healthy. But going back to the basics when it comes to seasonings and eating much slower, actually paying attention to what you're eating in peace and quiet, no distractions, no phone, no Netflix, no YouTube, whatever, really allowed me to tone into the different tastes and started to enjoy the actual food and ingredients again. And who knew that vegetables actually could taste good? Lesson number 5, prep is everything. I'm gonna be honest, if you don't prep, you're probably not gonna stick with it. Because the moment you get properly hungry and nothing is ready to go, you'll reach for whatever's easy. And whatever's easy is usually bread, pasta, some sugary snack, protein bars, or something you're supposed to be avoiding. But when everything is batch cooked and portioned and ready in the fridge, it's genuinely so easy because all you have to do is just grab it, heat it up, and eat it. So I believe that the discipline is not in the eating, it's in the prepping. Because when it was prepped, I was actually genuinely happy with the meals themselves. Like, I got super hungry, I went to the fridge, but then this wholesome meal was waiting for me and just ready to be eaten. And your mind switches from, oh my God, I don't want to eat that again. I want just pasta or something tasty and flavorful, to, oh, thank God there's already something cooked and I can just heat it up, eat it, and be done with it. And don't have to deal with the cooking and the cleaning up and the yada yada yada. Lesson number 6, cravings are liars. There were so many moments where I did look at my meal and thought, not again, please. I don't want to have chicken and rice and broccoli again. I didn't want it. I wanted something else, something different, something exciting, and that is normal, and you will probably encounter that as well. But I then just powered through. I cooked it, I sat down, and I ate it anyways in peace and quiet, usually outside in the sun. And then I would think to myself, actually, this is pretty good. It happened every single time. So I really learned that the craving isn't hunger. It's not your body telling you that you need something else. It's just your brain wanting novelty. But once you start recognizing that cravings are just noise and not need, and that they go away once you have like this nourishing meal, it changes how you relate to food permanently. Lesson number 7, you get creative. When your options are limited, you get creative in figuring out how to make something delicious from those limited options. I found combinations in simple meals that were so good that I've just kept eating them even after this protocol was over. Constraints breed creativity, and you'll get creative too. And I also would say that I probably enjoyed the cooking process even more in this month, because it's almost like a fun challenge to look at your fridge or your pantry and you're like, okay, these are the things I'm allowed to eat. How can I make them look pretty, taste good, just be good? Like, I started peeling the carrot and the courgettes into like these strips rather than just chopping them up. And for some reason, it just tastes way better. Or I used leftover rice and mixed it with some eggs and cinnamon and made some pancake batter, because I still fancied pancakes, but I wasn't allowed to eat pancakes. And especially nowadays with AI, I feel like everyone is just lacking creativity and not really tapping into that creative storage anymore. So I genuinely really enjoyed the aspect of it. Lesson number 8, the rush syndrome is real. Before this, I didn't realize how often I was grabbing bread or pasta or some quick carbs, not because I genuinely wanted them, but because I was rushing so much and just dying to get back to work or to whatever I was doing, that I just used this like, oh, I'm too busy to cook or I'm too lazy to prep as an excuse. And so I was just grabbing the like fastest thing, but the fastest thing is usually the most inflammatory thing. And this cleanse really forced me to slow down. It forced me to take those extra 15 minutes to chop some vegetables, to prep some meals, to cook and prepare a proper nourishing meal. And you know what? Most of the gut-friendly anti-inflammatory foods that I made probably took the exact same amount of time that pasta would boil. I was just never bothering to try. And then once you made it and you had your first bite, you're actually way more satisfied anyways, because A, you're feeling that nourishment coming into your body and like how good it feels, and that you're doing something good for your body, but also you don't experience the brain fog, the tiredness, the sluggishness, the blood sugar spikes and all that kind of stuff afterwards. It's just truly so incredible. Okay, so these were my 8 lessons. Here's what I'll say. Again, this gut cleanse has been so truly transformative that I would love to see every person on this planet trying one for themselves and just see how they feel, because I am not exaggerating. You will come out feeling like a different person, mentally, physically, emotionally, trust me. If you now want the exact protocol, everything I've removed, everything I added, all the supplements I took, the nervous system piece that no one talks about, and how to safely reintroduce foods afterwards, then I made this complete step-by-step video that I'm gonna link right here. And if you want to understand why certain healthy foods are destroying your gut and keeping you inflamed in the first place, then you can watch this one. Together, these 3 videos are everything that you need, all on this channel, all for free. So subscribe if you want more content on how to actually heal, and hopefully I'll see you in one of these. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.